McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas, as we'll see a team from the American, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Baylor's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Smith dropping the pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bears will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like, getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Smith wants to throw. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Smith dropping to pass. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, first down and more. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And the Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 11 over Kansas. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ray. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk of play. Unleashes it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Smith wants to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you try to sneak this in here, right? 3rd down, kind of manageable situation. Not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw, and their defense said, no, sir, I'm ready for that. Stuffs them on the 3rd down.
On 4th down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Dumps it to the back. This time he's got his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Bears will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bears are on the move. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Smith wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got him still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames and threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 25 over Kansas. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Motion from the back. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Release to the back. Quick completion on the out route. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It'll be a draw. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we had ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Runs through a tackle. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. Got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Smith wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He leaves it with his back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Got room at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Pulls it in. It's White. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And as a defense, you just went, whoa, he just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage. An opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 15 over Kansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Might be changing the route. Smith dropping to pass. Hines is tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Smith wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. He wants to throw it again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. The quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They go to the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. They not only need to pick up this first down, they need to do it quickly, David.
And they got some yards on third down, so now the fourth down is a little bit easier. But late in the ball game, man, it's go time. We need points. We got to get back in this football game.
Got to have it here on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Wants to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You've got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you, get yourself in position to win.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Might be calling a hot route. Smith wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Well, that's a big completion at this point of the game, right? It's late, it's tied, and you're just trying to get the football in field goal range. Give your kicker at least an opportunity to win this thing and avoid overtime.
The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bears come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Baylor! They take the lead here in overtime. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I I've never heard it put that way. But it's a dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for space, it's Ray. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is such a big play by the defense here. Early in overtime, you come up with a massive negative play, getting the sack on third down, and this is no gimme kick. If they miss this field goal, your offense is back on the field, and all you've got to do is kick a field goal to win this thing.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A big third down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're not interested in extending the game. They want to win it, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Quick release on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play.